Welcome to the new world where your money is completely electric, your cars are electric, they can both be controlled by the government at any time, and the newest addition to that amazing duo is robotic police officers. Now, this is something that's going on in New York right now, but anytime I see something going on in one state, I know that there has to be talks about it going on in other states, or at least, other states waiting to see what kind of pushback do their citizens get. No, their citizens didn't get any pushback. Everything's going good. All right, we'll implement that as well. I think that's what's going on in New York. Of course, is the first state that I know of.
First, there is Digidog, sniffing out danger.
Digidog.
Then there's the GPS Dart, tracking cars driven by people up to no good. And you might run into this roundish robot, keeping an eye on places like Times Square.
We want the public to know that the use of these technologies will be transparent, consistent, and always done in collaboration with the people that we serve.
The NYPD showcasing 3 new tools that will be rolled out in the coming months. Pilot programs.
Hold on real quick. I just want to play that part one more time because she said something very key right there.
And always done in collaboration with the people that we serve.
The people that we serve. Who is she she could have easily just said the public. She could have said the citizens, but she chose to say the people that we serve. It becomes so worrisome when government, police officers, enforcement, military, whatever it is, when they start using robotic enforcement towards the public, that's very, very worrisome, especially with the way things are going and especially with the pressure that's being put on pretty much every part of the United States right now. I mean, there's economic pressure with the Federal Reserve releasing their now, their digital currency. It's just so much. There's just so much going on. The Restrict Act that just came out, that's going to start censoring people online if it gets made into law. And now we have these. And again, it's only in New York, but that's a for now. Let's keep going.
The NYPD showcasing 3 new tools that will be rolled out in the coming months. Pilot programs, the department says, linking cops with new technology, especially during extreme situations.
In hostage negotiations, counterterrorism incidents, and other situations as needed.
Digidog was originally launched during the de Blasio administration, but the program was suspended.
Other situations as needed. So basically they're trying to put it the big thing they put out was counterterrorism. But then it's going to be as needed. And as needed, again, anytime I talk about this stuff, anytime I talk about laws, I talk about the WEF, I talk about the language that they use. And I talk about, especially in the Restrict Act as well, they use this broad, vague language. Very broad, very vague. So it's just and other times needed. So it's going to be like a domestic dispute happens. Well, it just seemed like it was needed. There's going to be a bank robbery. It's going to be you guys can't argue. It's needed. There's going to be somebody getting pulled over. They're going to be we thought he had a gun. It was needed. And it's just going to keep on going and keep on going and keep on going until they're just all over the streets. And the thing that these law enforcement officers don't realize, and maybe the ones who are lower, the ones who have to walk the beat, maybe they realize they're going to lose their jobs. There's companies that lay off staff so they can move over to Chat GPT doing most of the tasks that they can outsource to it. And now this is the exact same thing happening in law enforcement. They're going to start using these more and more as they get approved to expand their budget or use their budget towards these things. And they're just going to get rid of the humans. They're getting rid of cash. They're getting rid of you being able to drive your own car. And in this situation, they're going to be getting rid of people who are in law enforcement. And what they're really going to be getting rid of is a person in front of you that can have nuance, a person in front of you that you can plead your case to, a person who can look into your eyes and say, I'm telling the truth. You know you don't have to do this. Please, please. Someone that you can plead with, someone that you can be a human with. That's what they're going to end up taking away. There's only a little more to this clip. I'll play the rest right now.
Offended. Civil rights activists said it was an example of over-aggressive policing. Today, Mayor Adams barked back at those complaints.
DigiDog is out of the pound. DigiDog is now part of the toolkit that we are using.
Similar robots have been used in places like airports and college campuses, cameras and two-way communications, connecting police with people who need help. The GPS DART, already in use, launched in some cases at so-called ghost cars, illegal rides using phony paper license plates.
And while we're doing this, it allows our officers to stay safe, limit pursuits, and let the GPS do its job.
Right here, look at this lady. Can you see my cursor? I hope you can. Look at this lady. She so looks like someone in a movie who is just so ready to put her foot on the neck of the public. She so looks like that. She's just like, she just can't wait. She's like, I know my position's not getting taken over by a robot. This is a lovely place to be in. He's doing the Illuminati sign over here. Oh, you can't see him. Never mind. All right, let me just play the rest of this.
So who pays for all this stuff? Well, police say $750,000 for 2 dogs comes from forfeiture money, additional funds from the capital budget. The mayor took a bite at reporters asking specific money questions.
This is an investment in our public safety.
Investment into the public safety. And that's another piece of language that they always use. This is for the public safety. We're using robots for the public safety. Well, that just doesn't make any sense. Are you saying that the public wasn't safe to begin with when it came to the human officers walking the streets? Are you saying there was a risk there because you had humans on the street, and now that you have robots, it's going to be safer for people? If anything, this is not going to be safer. This is not going to be a good thing. And it's not going to feel good. Just as a person, just to walk out of your house and kind of have this robot dog at times, because, again, it's not going to be out all the time, but it's going to be out at some point. And to have to see that and to have to interact with that at times, or the other thing that looked like a big gumball machine, like when you have to interact with these things, this is going to feel very sterile. It's going to feel like, I don't know about you, it would feel like the government doesn't care about me if I had to interact with this thing, It's kind of like when I go into a Walmart and there's self-checkout. I'm like, what is this? I don't want to deal with self-checkout. It's like when I look into a company and they're like, oh, there's a chat service that you can talk to. And I'm like, no, I want to call a person. I want to talk to a person because I can just tell the person what I need right away. I can just talk to the person. I can be human with the person. They keep on making these advancements in technology, and all it's doing is taking away our jobs. It's taking away sources of humanity. It's taking away our control in a sense. It's getting really bad. It's going from cars to money, now police officers, and I don't know how much more people can take, because this is definitely happening other places. For sure it's going to happen in other places, if it hasn't already. I mean, just robots, police, USA, right? U.S. police rarely deploy deadly robots to confront suspect. You see what I mean? Like, there's more than one place doing this, right? This is a real thing. Let me just zoom out on that for you. This is nuts. Remove that. Right, this is San Francisco. There you go. Like, this is going to be in a bunch of places, man. San Francisco will allow police to deploy robots that kill. Sorry, you can't see it under my thing. I'll click here. USA Today. Look at that. That was in 2022. Right? This is going to be happening more and more as time goes on. A lot of this is San Francisco, so they'll be doing a whole lot of that. Look at this. Global news. That's Canada. Oh, no, this is more about San Francisco. Okay. This is ridiculous. So, of course, if you know anything politically, like California and New York have just been terrible when it came to the lockdowns. And obviously, they're going to be the first places because they let their city go wild. They just let their city run amok. Of course, they're the first ones to find robots that have the ability to kill and to patrol streets and stuff. Like, of course. But I just found that really interesting, quote unquote interesting. So I just wanted to show you guys that. Anyways, I'm out.